As many large tech companies in the world, I guess that Alcatel-Lucent has been in Israel for many decades, through Lucent and through Alcatel. But what is new, I guess, today is that the reasons why we came to Israel are now, let's say, making Israel an interesting country for all the industries. Because all the industries are going to face exactly the same challenge in the next coming years, meaning the impact of digitalization, which is going to completely change all the business models of the different companies. And probably we're just at the edge of that. In order to cope with this fascinating transition, you have a few requirements. First, of course, you need R&D disruptive capabilities. So which is what? Second, you need software capabilities in order to be able to accommodate to those changes. Third, you need a clear, real, open innovation mindset, which is something that for many companies is brand new, which was siloed verticals. And fourth, you need digital talents, because obviously, in order to embrace this transition, you need those talents to join your company. And what is really, let's say, fascinating is that Israel has those four ingredients. So which means that what was true for tech companies a while ago is now true for all the industries. I would not say, of course, that just opening a branch in Israel is going to make your company digital. That would be too easy. I mean, if you were just to say, well, you know what, I am now digital because I have a branch in Israel. So then you have to think about how to leverage Israel in order to really transition to digital. Meaning, of course, first you have to innovate in Israel, and then to do what I call reverse engineering, leveraging the capabilities or the innovation that you have developed in the country in order to irrigate your whole company. That's what we have done recently in this country. When I joined Alcatel-Lucent, we opened a startup in the country, an internal startup within Alcatel-Lucent called Cloudband, which is in what we call network virtualization, which is now a 100 people company in the country. But what is more fascinating is that what used to be just a startup in Israel now has been reverse takeover within the group, is irrigating the group, and we are doing a kind of reverse takeover of Alcatel-Lucent by the Israeli startup, because that it's really at the heart of the transition of our industry. So that's one. Second, you have also to have the right balance in between what you do in the different countries in which you do operate. And more recently, last time I came to Israel, I announced that we were opening a branch of our Bell Labs R&D research arm, which is extremely well known in the industry. We have hosted more than 8 Nobel Prizes. Many Israelis worked at, let's say, Bell Labs in the past. And so we opened that a few months ago. Now it's integrated within our Bell Labs research organization, and it's led in Israel by a guy called Danny Ras, which is coming from which is a professor at Technion, and which used to be working at Bell Labs a few years ago as the guy which is just on my right side, which is now leading Google in Israel, but who used to work as well for, let's say, Bell Labs, I don't know, 15 or 20 years ago. So again, to try to really make sure that it's part of the same network. Last piece that we have done, so on one side, create our own organizations. Second, embed R&D in Israel in the network. And third, to invest in startups. I was very proud this morning because we just announced the birth of our first company in cybersecurity, which we did with a company called Team 8, which has been created with the best of the Unit 8200 that most of you know in this room. And so we have, let's say, presented this morning our first company, which is the outcome of this, and we'll announce, let's say, the second one in a few months from now. So as you see, it's not just about having a branch, it's really making sure that it's part of the full transition of your company in order to be successful.
But why do it in Israel rather than Silicon Valley?
We are in both, to be fair. I guess that we're in both, and you cannot be just in one place. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to leverage capabilities in the different countries in which you operate. I guess that you have unique features in Israel around talents, which has already been mentioned, with probably a little bit more maturity and experience for young people exiting the system because of the army for a few years. Then they go to university a little bit older, so which means that young talents are probably more mature and more experienced when they join companies, so which is of course something which is extremely important for us. Second is the ecosystem in between universities, in between ventures, in between accelerators, so which is also a bit specific. And third is a government involvement, which is really providing a kind of strong involvement in R&D capabilities, giving, let's say, some guidelines, and also being a welfare country for startups, which is just unbelievable. But of course, I would say that you cannot do everything in one country, and I'm happy to have, let's say, this type of capabilities in Israel, as well as in, let's say, California. And I should add also in France. I am also proud to have some capabilities in France as well.